Today, we are diving into something really, really cool. It's a brand new resource for learning about robotics and AI, and the best part, it is completely open and free. Let's unbox this thing. So let me just start with a question. Imagine this. What if a complete, top-tier, university-level robotics textbook wasn't stuck behind some crazy expensive paywall? What if all of that knowledge was just available for anyone who wanted to learn? Well, you don't have to imagine anymore because it's real. Say hello to the Physical AI and Humanoid Robotics Textbook Project. Yeah, it's a thing, and it's here to do exactly that.
Now, calling this just a book really doesn't do it justice. Think of it more like a complete interactive learning platform. It's built on this really slick framework called Docusaurus, so it feels like a modern website, not some dusty old PDF. And, you guessed it, it is 100% open source.
Okay, so what's actually inside this thing? Let's take a peek inside the library and see what really makes this project tick.
So this gives you a great bird's eye view of the whole setup. Think of it like a map. You've got the docs folder, which is where all the textbook content lives. Then SRC is the code that makes it all interactive and pretty. Static holds all the pictures and diagrams. And config, that's the glue that holds it all together. Super clean, super organized.
But honestly, the real heart of the project, the part you'll care about most, is that docs folder. This is the goldmine. Every single chapter, every word of the textbook, it's all right in there. And are we talking about a pamphlet here? No way. We are talking about over 20 chapters of content. This isn't just a simple intro course. This is a seriously deep dive covering everything from the basics right up to advanced topics in physical AI. And it's not just a wall of text either. Inside, you'll find all those comprehensive chapters, sure, but you also get practical tutorials and hands-on exercises, and that's the absolute game changer, right? You don't just read about robotics here, you actually get to do robotics. Okay, we've explored the library. Now for the fun part. Let's go behind the scenes, pop the hood, and check out the project's engine room to see how this whole thing actually runs.
You can think of this engine room as having two main parts. You've got the SARC folder, which is kind of like the brain. It's got all the custom code that builds the user interface. And then there's the static folder, which is the visual library, all the cool diagrams and images that make these really tough concepts so much easier to understand.
So how does it all stay organized? Well, it comes down to three key files. The docusaurus.config.ts file, that's the main blueprint for the entire site. Then there's sidebars.ts, which is what takes those 20-plus chapters and magically turns them into a simple, clickable menu. And package.json, think of that as the recipe, managing all the ingredients and instructions needed to build the whole site from scratch. All right, this all sounds pretty awesome, I know, but how do you actually get your hands on it? Well, that's what Section 3 is all about. We're going to get this project running for you, and, spoiler alert, it is way easier than you think. Seriously, it's just 4 simple steps. You find the folder on your computer, you type one command to install everything you need, you type another command to start it up, and then you just open your web browser. That's literally it.
And boom, this is what you'll see. The entire textbook, the whole interactive experience, running right there on your own machine. You've got full access to everything.
But hey, maybe you're thinking, I don't want to install a single thing. I just want to start reading. Well, you're in luck. The whole project is also live on the web, and it gets updated automatically, so it's always the latest and greatest version. You can just head over to this URL right now. No setup, no waiting. It's live, it's public, and it is ready for you to dive in. So we've seen what this thing is, and we've seen how to use it. But let's just zoom out for a second and talk about the bigger picture here. Why does a project like this actually matter so much? Because, this isn't just another textbook that's going to be outdated in a year. It's a living resource. Since it's open source, anyone in the community can help improve it, add to it, and keep it on the cutting edge. And in a field that moves as fast as robotics, that's not just a nice to have, it's absolutely essential. It makes this knowledge accessible to everyone, no matter where they are. And that really brings us to the final thought I want to leave you with. Just think about it for a second. When you take knowledge this advanced and share it this openly, when you remove the barriers of cost and access for students, for researchers, for hobbyists all over the globe, what kind of amazing new ideas, what new collaborations, what incredible breakthroughs suddenly become possible?